Ayun. So, hey, good evening everyone. Sa mga nanonood, we
Okay.
are back live again with our Unfold. Hi, Pao. Kumusta?
Hey Joe, ayos lang. Just had dinner.
Ayun.
Andito ako
No?
ngayon sa Baguio. Lumipat na ako actually back to my hometown. Laking Baguio eh. Ikaw Joe,
Ayun. So,
kumusta?
for sure, malamig dyan ngayon. No? So, kahit mainit dito, so, it's very hot dito eh.
Dito kaya
But
ako
still,
naka-jacket eh. Nagbago ulit ako sa weather, sa climate. Pero yun, we're back. Nawala ata tayo for 2 weeks, no?
yeah, maybe because
Mm.
of some, time constraints, saka schedule din natin. No? So,
Oo.
yeah, before that, no, we would like to thank our community for continuing supporting us, and also to our team, right? No, who are,
Oo.
continue to contribute to our community.
Oo. Thank you to the team no na walang sawang tumutulong sa atin dito sa streams and to helping us out. Also for the community who are still there, we are always active in Facebook and Discord. Si Joe kasi he is an influencer now, doing influencer stuff. Na teacher, nag-school tour si Joe eh. How's the school tour by the
Yeah,
way?
yeah. Isa sa mga program natin sa TSA is actually reaching those students face to face in the universities. Of course, di ba, to help the space adoption
Mm.
in crypto and Web3. Yun, so we need to reach out to them. So last week, nasa Cebu ako, and then tomorrow I'll be also heading sa isang university naman. So hopefully
Wow.
guys, sa mga students na mga nanonood dito, yeah, yeah. So, sa Baguio din, right? So, baka may school dyan na who wants really to prepare their students. So, si Pao yung ano natin dyan.
Hindi ako, gumagawa din ako ngayon ng mga written articles and content, yung vlogs ko eh. So, I share
Ayun.
insights there. Kung gusto nyo pag-aralan, you can follow me on my Facebook and also like my Substack channel, no? But soon, siguro magkita tayo, Joe, tapos pwede na tayo mag-unfold na live, no?
Ayun.
Magkasama
So,
na.
mas maganda siguro yan. No? And there will be some audience, face-to-face talaga, no?
Oo, face-to-face na. So, wag na natin patagalin. To the people who are
Sure.
here, welcome. No, this is Unfold, where we discover, learn, and share about cryptocurrency and the market, unfolding new crypto insights so you do not have to. Yan, welcome
Ayun.
everyone. First things first, how is our investment and our insights for the market? So, ano nakikita mo ngayon for May? If I were to ask you, is it some medyo cruise na bearish or bullish?
Yeah,
Sideways? Ano
actually,
yung
Pao,
nakikita mo?
no, kung tatanungin mo ako, I'm in a mixed emotion kasi in terms sa price action ngayon. Kasi for consecutive 4 months, green tayo eh, no? Our candle is actually green. At saka psychologically kasi yung May, they have said na it's sell on May. Pero anyways, no, who knows, right?
Mm.
Tingnan natin so sa upcoming kasi we are still in the half month of May kasi eh. And still the price is holding, parang ganun. How about you, Pao?
Yep.
What's your sentiment sa market natin ngayon? Of course, I know you are super bullish eh.
Yeah. So ako bullish pa rin ako, no? Kasi we've been in the year of the bear market and it's one of the strongest market actually if I were to think about it, no? Well, I guess it's almost the same as 2018, no? However, the end of December and January was the time of accumulation, buying what altcoins that you want to buy, whether it be blue chips, Bitcoin, ETH, or whatever altcoins are there. So ngayon, I'm pretty comfy with my entry. What I'm doing now is sure take profit sometimes, but niro-rotate ko lang kasi sa Ethereum eh. So for me, Ethereum will be king. Um, for our monthly picks, no, napansin mo ata, Joe, monthly, so we start our monthly picks nung February. Our insights is always the same. Pag may profit with that certain altcoin, you take profit because we are still in a sideways market, no. Cash flow going inside the market isn't going in yet. There isn't much cash going in. It's just all money rotation. So, ang advice natin lagi is to take profit along the way.
Yeah, exactly, Pao. Hindi masama mag-take profit, guys. no, kasi it's still part of our risk management in terms sa building of our portfolio. No, yun. As I would agree with Pao na we are still in a sideways market. There is still no confirmation as regards sa macro bull run na tinatawag natin. But we are starting to go up. Yun lang. Yun yung parang perspective ko. No? So, yeah. Pao, I have heard recently na there is a macro data that was being released and that was kahapon, right? And it was all about CPI. Now, I want to ask you, ano yung perspective natin sa CPI na nirelease kahapon?
Well, CPI, it was the result was parang neutral eh. We were expecting there were like certain levels, no, if it's like at 5 or I forgot the numbers, no, but it came out a little bit bullish, but the market didn't react as strong as much. We were in a way people were in a way expecting the CPI to be that result because of the rising interest rate hikes where we are actually already at the terminal rate. So nasa 5.25% na tayo in terms of the Fed rate hikes. Ibig sabihin lang nun is ang probabilities na ma-check for economists out there is that we are going to see some interest cuts, no? Babagsak na yung interest rate hikes or interest rates. But sabi ni Powell in his speech this week, I forgot if it was yesterday, na parang hindi pa rin siya magka-cut ng rates, no? I will share more about that. Maybe I can share it now, no? Before tayo mag-move on sa pinapakita mong chart, Joe, no? I-move muna natin sa... Move muna, i-power up ko muna to macro. Macro. Okay. I think it was shared. Naglalag. Sorry, nagta-technical difficulties lang ako dito sa ano. Kita mo na ba, Joe?
Yeah, it's visible in my end.
Okay, medyo sorry, naglag lang ako. So, showing you this is from CME Group, no, which monitors the interest rate hikes for the year. Currently, we are already at 5.25%. So, ibig sabihin, this is like the terminal rate na tina-target ng Fed to raise rates, no? So, what does this mean? The probability is hindi na tayo tataas, which is a bullish sentiment for the market, but doesn't guarantee. It's still up to the Fed or FOMC to decide. So if this one goes higher, investments are still in the negative or pessimistic insights of people. So let me share you this, no. This is the meeting probabilities, no. It says here that Fed rate expectations are beginning to price in a rate cut in June with a 10% chance. Because we are already at here. We're already at 525. 89.8%. So what they're targeting is the base case is at least 3 rate cuts by December. So interest rate gets cut going down. So by end of December, they're expecting it to go down to 425 to 450 BPS or 4.5%. But wala kasing decision si FOMC. We're still waiting for Powell. And Powell's sentiment is that they're not going to cut rates. So either the Fed has to decide as early as June or something has been broken in the system. So it's still something that we have to check on. So what's the result of this? No, we have seen banks actually that are imploding. Nakita natin si SVB. We have what their name, Signature Bank, First Republic Bank. They lost a lot of dollars. SVB is 209B loss. So what does that imply? Parang sinasabi nila we're coming to a recession eh. So kung recession, I just want to show you this. This is the assets of failed banks compared year on year with inflation adjusted. We had the worst experience in 2008. The second one is now. So which means there is a lot of fear happening in the market. Hence, there is a fear of recession coming in. What happens for that is that in the market will be greatly affected. People would not invest and would save for cash. And cash flow would be a little bit troubled. So yun nakikita natin. So fear. So parang nakikita ng mga tao, May is like a month for bearishness. Parang it's a time for fear, FUD. It's coming out because of this. So that's for the macro of things. Lately also, it just showed you, this was yesterday, no? Even the Sweden's largest commercial bank, SBB, imploded also. So banks are in contagion of implosion. So parang nakikita na rin natin yung debt spiral for banks. So this is greatly affecting everything.
Yeah, exactly, Pao, no? We have really witnessed those banks na tumutulo ng pula. No, and at the same time, no, I mean, in return, in opposite, ayun, no, most likely yung mga investors ay nag-withdraw. Tapos yun, they have like made Bitcoin as the hedge of those, contagion. So that is why somehow Bitcoin is also like pumping in the previous weeks. Yun.
So people are like finding other investment opportunities. It could be Bitcoin, pero Bitcoin still correlated to macro So hindi natin masasabi na yung money will rotate from TradFi to cryptocurrency in general. Pero this is for the macro market, no? A lot of fear is happening, so people are just getting out psychology-wise. But we can also try to see a perspective sa technical analysis, no? So, ano sinasabi ng mga chart mo, Joe, dun sa technical or macro-wide of Bitcoin or the dollar index din? Tagal natin di nag-dollar index
Yeah, sige. Let's switch our chart muna.
Oo, mag-magic ulit tayo.
Yeah. Ayun, so eto na, no. Can you see now my chart?
Yan, okay. Goods.
Ayun, so actually, no, you are asking about the technical perspective ng macro market natin. So, unahin natin si dollar index. So, ano ba yung sinasabi ni dollar index natin dito sa chart natin? So, basically, no, the dollar index is, holding in this area of support, which is at around 101 zones. So, makikita natin na this zone is the multi-month support natin. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng multi-month support? It means dito siya nag-hold. Now, but the structure is something that would give us a bearish scenario. Diba? If you are going to ask, no, pag bearish scenario yung dollar natin or index or dollar index, there will be a probable positive sentiment for the risk of asset. Yun. So, but as regards dun sa sinabi kanina ni Pao, no, dun sa CPI, no, wala pang mga cut rates, wala pang mga cuts, and whatsoever it is, then there's still a possibility na the dollar would test the higher swing dito before siya bababa. Pero we do not really know. That is why we need to keep your risk as much as you can as regards sa investment.
May question now, Joe. Dun sa head and shoulders pattern, gaano kalaki yung probability na mangyayari ang head and shoulders pattern? Kasi frequently nakikita natin yun sa mga nagcha-chart that they always follow the head and shoulders pattern. How big, for you, ano yung effectivity niya? Is it above 50%? Above 70%? Ganun?
Yep. When we measure kasi when we measure kasi the head and shoulder effect, ito yun siya. Dito natin i-measure sa head. So probably if ganito kataas yung head niya, then ganito din ka baba yung ibababa niya. So most likely parang pagbabagsak siya, ano pa rin siya sa support na dito. Last May 2021. Yan. See? Yun. So that's the probability lang I mean possibility. So we do not say na it will really make happen. So but that's the probability. So when this when these things happen, there's a positive sentiment for all the risk on asset. Yun.
Yeah, but unless we break that, we're still inclined to see what happens for the macro things, no?
Yeah, exactly. Katulad dun sa sinabi mo kanina na the Fed is really not still unclear sa ginagawa nilang mga decisions, no? As regards to the macro market. Yeah, so we are still uncertain talaga.
Yeah, may additional pa dyan di ba yung ginagawa nila with BRICS? Brazil,
Yeah,
Russia, India,
exactly.
China, they're trying to stray away from dollars. Kaya siguro that's also affecting the dollar index, no, in terms of the power for macroeconomics. But yeah, who am I to say? Parang yun lang naman din yung factors na kailangan natin i-deal, no? Where for
Yeah,
me, I am a crypto person, so just slightly care for that kasi yun, it affects Bitcoin.
yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, the next macro market that we are going to actually to look is yung SP 500 or yung US stock natin, index. So actually still hindi pa siya na-break, no? Actually ilang months na to, no? This is actually almost one year na talaga, no, that have been passed na still the resistance is here, no? So
Oh.
hindi pa siya na-break. And meron kasi tayong tinatawag pa sa trading na the more the key level is being tested, the more it is being weakened. So for me kasi the bullish scenario here is ma-break siya dito, yan, and a test of this area. Yun.
Mm.
So that's the bearish. So if this would not break, of course, babalik tayo dito. And di ba pa when the stock market down, it's actually correlated to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin will also follow something like that.
Yeah, if this one breaks for sure, I think S&P go up, crypto go up because it's time to like they just correlate with each other and it's risk on for investments when at this point at a certain level.
Yeah, and actually, yung global stock kasi natin is nagdepende din siya sa galaw ng US dollar. So, if
Yep.
US dollar up, then stock market down. Yan. Next is the Nasdaq. So, this is actually interesting here, kasi, di ba, when you say Nasdaq, is actually tech companies, big tech companies in the market. No? So, it's just like mga Tesla, Microsoft, something. So, just recently, there was there was a release of their returns, of in terms of profit, and like around 80% of the total market ng Nasdaq is actually in profit. And this is interesting kasi Bitcoin is also, is a tech also, no? Or crypto is also a tech. So
Mhm.
if this gonna breaks, there's also a probability na crypto will follow.
Mhm.
Because, di ba pa, when crypto or Bitcoin is also correlated with Nasdaq.
Yes, it is.
And
Mhm. So
yan.
everything's pointing no, after breaking that certain resistance, everything is pointing towards a positive momentum because dollar index is showing at major support.
Yeah.
S&P 500 at major resistance, even the Nasdaq is showing the same major resistance. So it's yeah, they're all like correlated with each other.
Yeah, so there's gonna be an opposite, playing out of all of the chart. So dollar index is pointing towards down, and while the other risk on asset is pointing towards up. Yeah.
But
And how about
unless we
Bitcoin?
break it, no? Unless we
Yeah,
break it.
unless not nas. Yeah, exactly. Agree. So
Okay.
how about Bitcoin? So ano naman yung Bitcoin natin ngayon? First
Mhm.
is andito tayo sa weekly chart natin ngayon. So alam mo naman sa culture ng Twitter, there's a lot of rumors, mga chismis na yeah, Bitcoin is copying the
Oh.
2019 run. So we cannot
Oh.
deny kasi if we are going to use Elliott Waves account natin, there's a 5 waves na nangyari dito sa 2019. At saka, kung titingnan natin pa dito sa 2020 natin, andito tayo ngayon sa 4. Okay? So if we gonna compare this, so nasa 4 tayo. Yan. So there is a 2 bars also na nangyari dito. It's really the same, no? So what I'm actually seeing, if this area will hold, kasi may nakita tayong week dito no? sa 2. So probably if there is a FUD or whatsoever selling pressure na mangyari in the upcoming weeks, most likely magagrab lang siya ng liquidity dito and then tatapusin niya yung wave 5 ng Elliott wave. Yan. So the same sa nangyari sa 2019. So, di ba yung principle natin, Pao, history might not repeat, pero somehow it rhymes, right?
Yes, that is correct.
And
So, pag wave 5 tayo, ano yung target price point natin? Around the 34,000 range, no? Tama.
yeah, something like that. 34. Actually, Pao, I'm also gauging on those mga great personalities in crypto trading, no, or sa mga traders natin. Actually, they're also looking sa 34 tawag dito, 34 area as the last as the last key area na bibisitahin ng price natin before we gonna have a healthy correction, so wherever is that part of the chart. Yun.
Right?
So, di ba pa, whenever there is a dip, there is always an opportunity for us to buy.
Yeah,
Yan.
definitely. So, for me, it's time to accumulate for your long-term plans and goals. If you're a trader, make sure that you are with your proper risk management kasi the market is not at easy mode. So, it's still at accumulation phase, sideways market. People just rotate their money from large caps, small caps, shitcoins, meme coins, NFTs, a lot of things happen in space. So there's not much money coming in. It's just money going around in circles.
Ayun. So, no, good insight from Pao. Tapos, isa pa pala na sa nakita ko dito, Pao, is that nasa 50% from the top dito, no, from the top, which is 69 hanggang sa bottom natin, which is the 15K, actually naka-recover yung Bitcoin natin 50% of the price. Di ba, bumagsak tayo na like around 86%. So, ngayon naka-recover siya ng 50%. And that is actually something that is good na nangyari sa Bitcoin for this year actually.
Right. Cool. So, yun nga. Kaya pala nag-inline silang lahat dun sa 34K because that is the monthly resistance level, if I were to say so.
Yeah, exactly. So, sa daily naman, no, so same thing, no, our tawag dito, yung trendline support natin is this must be respected, and it is around 23 or 24,000. So the same thing, we need to hold this one so that the bullish momentum could continue, or if not, then we're gonna see a more selling pressure for this. But yeah, I believe for this. Sure. So this is this is not a financial advice, but this is based on our perspective, no, as
Yeah.
technical analysts.
So
Yun.
that's 𝐔𝐍𝒂 for you. Yun. So if you guys are looking for an entry pag umabot ng 24K, I think that's a good entry. Kasi the thing is, if it goes below 24K, edi you sell. Kasi that is your point of interest eh.
Yeah, exactly. Tama si Pao dun. Now,
Mm.
tingnan naman natin yung altcoins natin. Actually, altcoins is still really strongly holding this area. No, Bitcoin is pumping. I don't know. Bitcoin is dumping and dominance is pumping, but the altcoins is somehow strong. Because I don't know. I don't know the reason behind, but I would believe na isa sa mga factor na nagdadala nito is yung Ethereum talaga pa. Kasi di ba, altcoins are somehow following also Ethereum movement. Kasi Ethereum is yung pinaka driver ng Ethereum natin, ng altcoins natin. Yun.
Yes.
So if you can see naman sa Ethereum natin, it's strongly presenting a good run since it's down last June 2022. So mas malaki yung down ni Bitcoin kaysa sa Ethereum. So this is because somehow not only technical aspect but also the change of its fundamental aspect and its ecosystem. Yun, i-discuss yun mamaya ni Pao. I don't know if i-discuss mamaya ni Pao, but Pao could give somehow a more significant explanation about this one. Right.
Yeah, for ETH. Say go ahead. Just you can continue.
Yeah, so let me continue my technical. Yes, but ito there is something that is somehow nakita ko na small bearish structure, which is it's forming a rising wedge dito sa Ethereum. And how could we validate that one is if we are going to enable the volume. Kasi the volume of Ethereum since the dip is going down. No? So somehow, this is valid because it's in the higher time frame, it's in the weekly time frame. And what I am seeing here is, if this breaks, selling pressure would come in, and probably yung pinaka support natin is 1.5. Yun. So 1.5 dito, and hopefully it will not go more down. Just to support, no, this bearish scenario. Yun. Pero who knows, right?
Yeah.
Ethereum will still be holding up to this. What can you say about the Ethereum fundamental aspect of?
Well, Ethereum is deflating over time. If you were to see like ultrasound money, I will wait, I will just re-share my screen again. Shoo, like that. But while
Sure.
my screen is sharing, ultrasound money just shows you that ETH has been deflating over time because of the merge and its transition to proof of stake. So now that we've been in Shanghai, we were expecting that people would have like big selling pressure right towards to ETH, but the chart doesn't say so. The reason being is because they're starting to see the potential or capabilities of ETH as a asset that appreciates over time because one, it's not inflating in terms of supply. Currently, it's negative 67,000. If I were to emulate proof of work before, we would have like what? Plus 14,000 ETH. But now, because we are at proof of stakes, negative 67. So another thing is because of liquid staking derivatives. No, if I were could go to DeFi Llama and I were to click on categories, liquid staking is actually the largest market in the space. It's even higher than DEX, lending, or bridges. Liquid staking derivatives just means if you deposit assets, you get something in return that is like a contract or a representation of your stake asset. You can use that for something else. That's why it's called liquid. One of the popular liquid staking assets is actually Ethereum, where you can just deposit ETH and earn with ETH at 6.7% APR. Ganyan. Or you could actually earn it at, wait, let me see. Let me try to get that. No? In different categories, you can earn as much as 20% for your ETH. That's why people aren't selling because they can just deposit their ETH to some protocol and earn additional yield. So it's passive income. You're not really trading anything. You're just depositing your money and your money is actually working for you. That's why it's like one of the strong assets fundamentally, which is Ethereum. In terms of institutions, it's now being considered as a sort of collateral that we can see maybe in the future. No. Okay, let me show you here. If I were go to yield ranking, I would put my attribute into no impermanent loss at IL. And if you use their ETH, you can earn as much as 92%. There's 31% for ETH. There's even 24%. So you're beating the market. You're beating traditional finance in terms of yield. Because one, you're earning additional ETH, and then two, ETH is depleting. So long term, this is like a long term game for me. But yeah, short term, chart wise, there might be dips, but for me, ETH dips are for buying.
Yeah, ayun. So really, the fundamental of ETH is really changing at this very moment. And yeah, I know that Ethereum is really building a lot in this bear market. So
Oh,
I'm an ETH maximalist. So yeah, let's get it
yeah.
on.
Yeah, another thing bakit tumataas actually yung ano no, yung deflationary aspect ng ETH kasi ang dami naglalaro ng meme coins. 'Di ba? You've heard Pepe, you've heard Bob, you've heard whatever Capo or all of those meme coins out there. Sila kasi yung nagpapa-deflate ng ETH because of the gas that they project. Let's see Sa
Yeah.
Uniswap pa lang 21,000 ETH for the past 7 days that was burned
Yeah, exactly. Sabi nga nila, it's not the meme that wins. It's actually the Ethereum that rings at all.
Mm.
I mean, in every end. Yun.
Yeah.
So Congrats to Ethereum.
Second aspect, there is actually layer twos. Arbitrum and Optimism has been heavily being used. If I were to check the chart for Arbitrum, TVL-wise, no, total volume lock at all-time high. So Arbitrum is being used a lot by DeFi projects or other protocols as well, where the gas fees or the finalization of transactions all flows back to the settlement layer, which is Ethereum. So layer 2, again, is bringing additional use case utility for ETH for block space. So, ayun, fundamentally speaking, ETH is a strong token. Ayan. Speaking of, let's just go back to some of the tokens that has been hot in the space, no? Think medyo nagkaka issues lang with the connection kay Joe. But yeah, let's go to I just want to go back to the meme tokens, no? The meme token so far has been down already. We've seen a huge pump on Pepe before. Market cap wise, it reached around 1.3 billion, no? Yeah. 1.5 billion actually, or 1.8 billion. Pepe, does it do something? None. It's nothing. It's only part of culture. So it's very meme-ish. Pero it was able to reach 8 billion and now it's going down. Is this something to take note of? Sabi nila, it has a certain cycle. If you could see with 2017, with the past cycles, is that once meme tokens start to heat up so much that it creates a very high market cap pattern, it means that the market is too noisy and it needs a cool off. So that's one of the things that we have to take note of, where if it's a cool down period because of the noise, tendency that everything will also drop. So is Pepe the final stage for a cool off? I'm not sure, but the chart is showing for Pepe is that it's also cooling off right now. But there are also stupid tokens. So punta muna tayo sa mga shenanigans of crypto. What's happening for the stupidity of crypto right now? If you heard of BitBoy Crypto, si Ben Armstrong, he is one of the most followed people in the crypto space with 1M followers. And he is, okay, honestly, not someone I should follow or you should follow as well, because he's pretty much what we call a grifter. Na he's doing it for the profits. So he recently launched tokens, partnered with this guy called Ben ETH, that launched BAM and Ben. What does this token do? Nothing as well. So it's kind of like their piggy bank. So that's how noisy crypto is right now. People launching tokens without any use case, acting as it is a meme following the launch of Pepe tokens. So right now, Ben actually has 20% supply of Ben tokens. So you can get dumped on by Ben. What's Ben doing right now? So a token that does nothing has a 34 million market cap. Yeah, so kind of noisy in the space. Needs a certain time to cool down, no? So do I recommend you guys buying BAM and Ben? Definitely no. So we are currently nasa casino phase kasi tayo eh. But I am playing with the casino as well to try out, because meme tokens are like, part of crypto culture. I mentioned Bob before eh. Ikaw, Joe, ano yung mga meme tokens na mga nilalaro mo?
Actually, as of now, wala akong nilalarong meme coin eh. I'm just actually observing and watching the space in terms of the meme coins. But recently, I have observed na yung nilalaro ng mga meme coins na sa mga name coins like mga Bob, Capo. Yeah, so, yeah, Ben, yun.
So
mga
yeah.
loko nga no?
Yeah, they're using their names, their popularity to create tokens, no. Pero there are also some na parang it's for the sake of the fun. What I did a write up about meme tokens. I said that it's very high risk, but it's part of culture of crypto kasi. So you can't really fade meme tokens. That's how Doge grew. That's how Shiba Inu grew. And Pepe and Bob is no difference. So it's a casino token, whatever meme token that doesn't have a use case, but it's part of culture. And for token to grow, you need attention. So they're getting attention. So, another thing why it's heating up, kasi si Justin Sun will also be trading meme coins now. Ganyan. So, nagkakagulo talaga sa space for meme tokens. And for me, it's kind of like a signal for, hey, this is just too much. And the crypto market is just like overheating in terms of being stupid again. And lang yung sa
Yeah,
akin.
exactly po.
Hmm.
Yeah, exactly po. No? So nakikita ko nga kanina sa chart ng Pepe Coin, parang overextended na yung ano niya yung run niya. So yeah, I agree. There's need for the market to need to cool down. So like, what's next? So na-remember ko kasi yung path ng how money flows in the crypto space. So like the end would be the meme coins or the shit coins. So it will somehow get back to the fiat, and then
Yes.
everyone will be watching the market again, waiting for the movement of the Bitcoin. Yun.
Yes. So,
Ayun.
ayun. So, bumabalik tayo sa mga stable coins ulit. So, ayan, it's just fun to see, pero sa mga bago, I don't recommend you guys playing meme coins right now. This isn't the time to be being a degen and stuff. We do have a channel in Discord to do degen plays, but the strategies there and the chats there is only for those who understand how the market works. Attention span of a token, a meme token lasts for just 1 or 2 days, hours maybe. Ganun ka-short yung attention ng isang meme token. You can't hold that for a week. Okay, Pepe token grew for just 26 days from 0 to 1 billion. That's 26 days. So, sobrang short ng time span ng mga tokens. Will the other meme tokens reach 1 billion? No, definitely not. Some tokens grew to 100M and then back to 0 in a matter of days. So, this is very much a casino right now. Ano lang, mag-happy anniversary lang muna ako sa'yo, Joe. Happy anniversary kasi nag 1 year tayo dun sa UST. Yung UST ko to 0.
Yeah, that was really a crazy month last year, no?
Oo. Sa mga bago sa space, maybe you have insights na what happened last year with Do Kwon and the UST fiasco. Just like give like your insights about it. Ano yung masasabi mo, Joe?
Yeah, you are asking me.
Ah.
Come again, Pao. Ano yung tanong mo?
Ano yung na-experience mo kay Do Kwon last year?
That was a roller coaster experience in crypto space talaga. Kasi, yeah, food is coming in, hindi mo alam kung ano yung mangyayari. There was a time na yung emotion was nati-trigger kasi yung part ng diversification ng portfolio mo ay nasa UST, yun, yung iba ay sa Luna, yun. So there was really a somehow tawag dito, lesson no, na you need to really diversify your portfolio in terms sa crypto investment.
Yes, oo. So, just to give you additional insights aside from Jono, what happened to last year sa mga wala sa market is that there was this token called UST. It was a stable coin backed by Luna token that went from $1 to 0. It feels like small, no? From $1 to 0, parang wala lang. But the ecosystem had like $30 billion in the space. So everybody who had money there basically went to 0. People who shorted the token were millionaires, but majority of the people, their money was gone. Yung friends ko who were in the UST ecosystem, Luna ecosystem, their money was gone. And it was a time of outrage and contagion. This is where the contagion all started. The bear market actually started in May when everything went down. So this was like in the span of like 5 days from $1 stable coin to 0.02 or something, no? So happy DPEG to Luna and USD. Babalik ba to? I'm not sure. Pero wala na, dead chain na ang Luna. Mag-commercial lang muna ako. I just want to educate people on innovating. Innovation is always happening in crypto and about high time to also innovate your personal security measures, no? If you have tried MetaMask, you've seen that MetaMask could have been a little bit difficult to use. So if you think that MetaMask is difficult, you can try Rabbi. This is not a sponsored content, no. But this, I'm using Rabbi. I switched from MetaMask to Rabbi because it's very easy to use. Because one, if you do transactions, they check if you are gonna get scammed or phished or hacked. Not everything on the code, no, just surface level, but at least you have a certain level of security. Second, you don't need to configure your wallet for different chains anymore. MetaMask kasi you need to configure for Arbitrum, you need to configure for Optimism, you need to configure for Binance Smart Chain. Dito, it's all configured. So thirdly, it has the same password identification and it's all open source. So the Rabbi wallet was made by the bank team, and it's open source, so it's secured. So share ko lang. If you haven't tried this yet, I recommend to try out new wallets in the space. Account abstraction is coming, and yeah, don't be too much held on MetaMask. Okay, if there's different innovations, try it out. Ayan lang. Naka MetaMask ka pa rin ba, Joe?
Somehow there are. I'm just using MetaMask on like bridging something like that, but I'm not using it as to store. To store cryptos. Yeah. So yeah, I've heard na paano just recently na yung MetaMask is, encountered mga problems at saka security breach. Yun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do agree with you, Paul, that if you are also diversifying your portfolio, you can also diversify your wallet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Diversify your wallet. Kasi meron din issue sa MetaMask. I forgot the link, no? Na parang yung mga old wallets are getting hacked unknowingly. So,
and also, Pao, no, I think also the Trust Wallet. No, there are some issues on the Trust Wallet. Just recently, my friend ako actually, from our place na nawalan siya ng like 200,000 pesos. So I would not going to like mention anything here, pero that was the experience, no. Parang just suddenly wala siyang ginawa, na he is tawag dito, keen naman siya sa kanyang wallet, pero yun, bigla na wala. That was in the Trust Wallet.
Yeah, so ayun. So may mga ganun nangyari sa my existing wallets. So try out the new ones. So this is one, Rabbi, and then the other one is gonna be made by Avocado DAO. I know, Instadap pala, sorry. Instadap, something on account abstraction. So di pa tapos yun. We'll try and then we can relay it to you guys. So ayun, quick commercial lang for the security sake of users. To, madali to. Nadadalian ako sa Rabbi, sobrang dali. Another one is I want to share long-term insights from one of the people that I follow the most, called Redphone Crypto. TLDR, Redphone Crypto is one of the most influential people who are deeply in the space for a span of years. He has very beautiful insights, and most of his insights and forecasts are coming true. So ano ba yung sinasabi niya ngayon? Despite general bearishness, the next cycle will probably be the most explosive yet for crypto. Why? Because I'll just go here with some of the highlights instead of reading the whole shit, no? We're finally at the point where crypto infra doesn't unreasonably limit what's possible. It reminds me of the slide from the thesis. I was thinking NFTs then, but it all applies to all of crypto. Kasi initially, for the past cycles, crypto didn't have anything built on. It was more of speculation. Hey, that there would be an exchange. There would be an application for games. There would be an NFT. There would be something for art. That was all speculation then. But now we have actual use case. That's why he's implying that once retail come in, institution come in, regulation starts to be a little bit lenient for crypto, we're going to have what we call the super cycle. So what is his reservation? A big missing piece is more regulatory clarity in the US, but that really only matters the types of things the old system is trying to gatekeep. So the dApps that catch fire in this next cycle could do it without regulatory clarity because they'll be so wild and unlike everything we've seen so far that it'll be hard to classify them for several years. So long term, the next cycle, if it does happen this year or next year, would be an explosive one. And I tend to believe so. Kasi ako, lahat ng ginagamit ko, exchange, lending, borrowing, staking, it's all decentralized na. So, hindi ako gumagamit ng Binance anymore. Sa'yo, Joe, ano yung mga usual mga DeFi applications na gamit mo?
I actually tried like Lido. Yeah, like, I'm also like exploring Pendle, Finance, and also yung mga bagong na explore ko just recently. Pero yeah, all these things are still risky kasi it's working in a smart contract. So we know that there are also some exploits, but we can recommend the most blue chip one, which is somehow Pao is also using, and we are trying and we are educating. I mean, sharing ano natin, sa Discord natin. Yun. So
Yes.
there are, mga OGs na mga protocols in terms of DeFi, like mga Aave. How would you
Yes.
pronounce it one? Aave.
Tama. Aave.
What's Aave? Compound to something like that. So these are just somehow a kumbaga testimony or testify na yun, it really, there's really a constant
Yes.
tawag dito, usage in terms of DeFi.
Yeah.
And I would also believe on this Pao, si Red Phone, kasi I'm also following this one. I'm actually reading his macro, tawag dito, yung macro projection niya. Yun. And I'm actually last 2021, I'm looking already at the super cycle that Red Phone actually saying. Kasi super cycle is the first stage or the first new phase of the cycle of the market, something like that. Maybe I can explain this technical perspectives one of these days. Yun. And to support this validity, maybe yung adoption nga na sinabi kanina ni Pao na is really, putting more emphasis, more clarity right now compared to the last or the previous cycle. Yun. Kasi nga, di ba, Pao, yung mga TradeFi, may mga protocols na nag-bridge sa kanila, no?
Yes.
Yung mga ganun, yung mga bonds, yun, wala yun noon di ba?
Yeah, wala yun noon. There was like, Optimism Network nga is working now with Coinbase to build a decentralized chain. Ganon. There's also different things that's being explored, like Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, and other teams are introducing blockchain network already. So blockchain is being implemented not only as a distributed ledger that's decentralized, but also for centralized ledger technology. So something like that. So,
Ayun.
Meron akong i-share ulit na shenanigan na lumabas. Elon Musk. Ang favorite natin si Elon. This is no meme, I love you. Anong NFT to? Alam mo to, Joey, di ba?
Ayan.
This is Milady. Milady NFT.
Milady. Saan ano yan? Saan chain? Sa Blur?
Sa Ethereum network to. So, Blur, OpenSea, whatever. Itong NFT na to has been in the space since 2021. Parang ang dorky, no? Ang dorky or ako napapangitan ako sa NFT na to. But a lot of people are holding it. Prominent people are actually holding it. 𝒔𝐍𝐅, Kobe, the other crypto Twitter prominent people are holding it. Tapos, Elon Musk, bigla na lang siya nag-post yesterday. And because of that, Milady pumped like crazy. Ganun. Boom. From 1.2 ETH, it pumped to 4.8 ETH. That's the power of Elon Musk.
Yeah, exactly, no. Hindi pa rin nawawala yung kanyang tawag dito. Yung being a market mover man.
Yeah, so ayun, if you were looking at Milady before, so it was been here 0.03 ETH na matagal na, and if you were buying so much of it, wow, that's so big. So another conclusion is that Elon can move markets. So if you cannot fade Elon. So if Elon is gonna do something in crypto, and he's a digital guy, technology guy, and he's into crypto stuff, hence like Dogecoin. If he does something in crypto, you have to follow him because that's where the money goes. That's like one of the biblical strategies that's happening already right now. So strong backers who are like influential would create a big impact in anything whatsoever, hence like Elon. Another thing is because of that, people stupidly did a Milady token. And if you go around, Milady token called Ladies pumped 11,617%. No? So, di ko na talaga alam yung nangyari sa space. Wala. So, hindi ko nakuha to. Parang, wow, people are just trying to chase clout talaga. Hmm. So, meron namang Milady token, but they decided to make a new token and called it Ladies. And ayan, yan yung nangyari. So,
Kaya para lang makasabay sa trend.
yeah, makasabay lang talaga sa trend. So, ako, I'm just summarizing it. The market is just too stupid right now. It needs a cool off kahit papaano. But we'll see. And that's just me going around lurking in the space. Another thing is Bitcoin. Have you seen Bitcoin transactions lately, Joe?
Yeah, exactly. It's, napaka, overwhelming in terms sa network kasi I've heard na the network is just congested because of some of the transactions from meme coin. So what about this, Pao?
Yun nga eh. The Bitcoin network is heavily congested right now. I'll show you this. This is called the Bitcoin transaction fee percent of total mining revenue. It has been the highest for this month because people have been using the Bitcoin network and has been overloading it. The next one would be in 2017 where we had the pop of the crypto cycle bubble nung last cycle. So it's at the same level currently. Why? I want to show you another visualizer called the Bitcoin transaction visualizer from TX Street. What's happening here is that it visualizes the transactions that are trying to be finalized in the network. The bus represents the block. The people here represents the number of transactions. So you can see visually, nakapila ang mga transactions. It's clogged. So is it parang if you look at it visually, no, parang, konti lang naman. Gumagalaw pa rin naman yung pila. But if you scroll down, boom. Ayan. Yan yung mga nakapila sa Bitcoin. Why is this happening? Why is there so much transactions happening in the space? Okay. It's because of NFTs. Bitcoin NFTs or what we call NFTs. They started trying out or experimenting on the Bitcoin blockchain if it's possible to do NFTs in the space. The first one that did it,
Yun ba yung ordinals, right?
yes, the first one that did it was ordinals. So what are ordinals, no? So ordinals are NFTs in Bitcoin, but you don't really call them NFTs because you don't mint them. So kumbaga hindi ka nag-mint ng NFT doon eh. What you do is you inscribe them per Satoshi. Yun yung TLDR niya. You insert an image or data in a SAT. SAT is the smallest unit in Bitcoin. You insert that image there and it goes on-chain. It finalizes on-chain. Hence, you can see in that certain SAT or certain transaction ID with that Satoshi number, there's an NFT. So, hindi mo siya minimint. So, because of that, people are experimenting on the Bitcoin blockchain kasi it's new. Wow, it's culture or it's something that has not been done before in Bitcoin. And because of that, people were trying to create more and more NFTs, and it's causing traffic in the network. So while they were doing that, they were trying to create fungible tokens naman, mga ERC. Kung sa Ethereum may mga ERC20 tokens, sa Bitcoin they were doing BRC20 tokens as well. So how does BRC20 tokens work? Through inscription as well. So they inscribe the token per Satoshi. So what does that mean? You can create Bitcoin or BRC20 tokens in the Bitcoin blockchain already. How many BRC20 tokens are there? I think there are, let me see, a lot. So this is BRC20.io that shows you how many Bitcoin BRC20 tokens are out in the space. ORD is the number one fungible token right now with a market cap of 359 million. Yan. And then there's VMPX, Pepe, Meme, Nulls, Moon. So these are all tokens in the Bitcoin network. So Ethereum network, iba yung tokens doon. Bitcoin network, iba din yung tokens doon. So is this good? Can you jump in? I think no. It's congested. Bitcoin is lagging. And if you were to, there's one insight here that I want to share. There we go. Let it load a bit. So in order to buy one BRC20, so this is the wallet pala. So if you want to create a wallet in Bitcoin, this is called Unisat. Unisat.io. You use the wallet here, you bring Bitcoin here so you can buy tokens. But if you want to buy one BRC20 in Unisat, you need to make 20 inscriptions or 20 mints. This will clog the chain, fill the charts with more ordinal percentage, and make the transaction fees go up, alerting more people into this one, making them mint 20 more BRC20s to buy one BRC. So it's a flywheel effect. Transaction-wise, it's too expensive to do this. It's too laggy. And it's clogging the Bitcoin network. The Bitcoin network was not made for this. Because transaction-wise, transaction finality is every 10 seconds. And the Bitcoin block size is very small. So it's not made for this. Is it good to ape? It's just good to know. For me, I won't join this. This is just for, for the trendy. But ordinals, it's been there. Matagal na yan. Ngayon lang siya nagpapakita because of this one. So ayun, if you want to learn more, there's a Dune chart to see. So I'll show you like here. So the fee over time. So without BRC20, mababa lang yung fees. And then once it reached this, like this month yan, there we reached like 255 sats for fees. So it's just heavily expensive now. So kung nagmo-move kayo ng Bitcoin on-chain, I prefer just wait it out kasi over congested. If you want to learn more about this, here's txstreet.com and see the number of people there waiting to get in line and finalize on transactions.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things that Pao has shared. So do you have still anything to share, Pao?
Yeah, I think I won't go to Lido anymore. Sige, quick lang. Lido will have its V2 upgrade. What does that mean? It means that people staked in Lido would be able to withdraw quickly, faster than Beacon Chain withdrawals or Shanghai upgrade withdrawals. Will this cause selling pressure sa Ethereum market? It can. Definitely. Kasi ito, for most stakers who use Lido, who hold less than 1,000 ETH, ST so yan yung representation ng ETH nila, their withdrawal would take less than 1 day. So ibig sabihin, there would be a lot more selling pressure per day coming up once V2 of Lido has launched. Why? Because Lido has the biggest market share for liquid staking derivatives, 74%. So once withdrawals are quick, then selling pressure might be quick as well. So ayun lang. Just take note of this, but my fundamentals still stand. Everything just rotates back to ETH because ETH is ultrasound money and ETH is deflating over time. I would be convinced otherwise if this number goes up again. But now, number go down, definitely good to hold ETH.
Ayun, mukhang siya magsusupport dun siya sa bearish perspective natin kanina sa chart, which is the rising wedge. The price now is actually on the cliff na. So anyway, let's see. I still do believe on the long-term fundamentals of ETH. So yeah.
So yeah, more on to this Discord. We chat a lot. Meron tayong bagong channel doon, yung DGen channel namin. So this is not for everyone. This is for people who have been in the space, but you can learn about how do we DGen and stuff para pwede kayong makisabay in the future. Another thing is I might blog yung Rabbi. Definitely, it's a good wallet. This is not paid. I'm using it as well personally, and I like it a lot. Ayun. So, watch out for more updates from us and also yung mga tours ni Joe. Joe, baka gusto mo i-plug in yung tour mo. Kailan yung next influencer tour mo?
Yun nga, bukas dun sa University of Negros Occidental Recoleto. So, I will be there. I think there will be around 400 students will be attending tomorrow. Yun. So, the next one or the last one for this May will be on the 29th. It's also an ABM students, mga business and finance students. So hopefully guys, next school year, will be our continuation kasi mag-e-end na yung school year natin. Yun. And also, si Pao, no? Would like also to present Pao's vlog in his Facebook and sa ngayon isa sa Substacks, right, Pao?
Yep.
Or sa Medium?
Nasa Substack.
Substacks. Yeah. And also, guys, I want you to follow Pao's Twitter. So, you can drop the Twitter later on po sa yun. So, Pao is making some threads at Twitter, more on DeFi and fundamental stuff. So, you can learn more a lot from him. Yun.
Yeah, my Twitter is more in-depth crypto. So kung into kayo to infrastructure, innovation, my threads are regarding that. Pero my Facebook is more retail, education site, like basic information yun lang. So ayun, I also have a talk next week.
Yeah. By the
after
way, yeah. Yeah, so for Pau's talk, so it would be XLD for the XLD Finance at Twitter space. So follow na kayo sa Twitter ni Pau kasi dun siya sasalita, no? Because the TCE was invited, so Pau will be representing. It will be more about DeFi. So actually, guys, ang ganda nung topic nila eh. It's more on how the DeFi would revolutionize the global financial system, something like that. Okay. Ayun. So that's on May 17. Yeah.
Okay, ayun. Also have a talk sa Pampanga sa 19 eh. So crazy
Ooh.
days. Ayun. Yeah. Ayun, I think that's all for me, no. TLDR for everything. Risk on. It's not risk on. Save your assets. Ayun lang.
So
yep.
And anything, Pao?
Yeah, I think that's all for me. So thank you, Joe, for your time. Thanks then for the team who has been helping us to stream and dun sa Facebook page. And thank you guys for watching. I think I'll do my close. Yeah, go ahead.
We would like also to have a special thanks to our technical team, which is JC behind this setup. Yeah, so Thank you so much.
JC is our in-house trader then. Thank you, JC. Yeah. And also si Dazai tsaka si Kyle. Ayun. Yeah, so thank you guys for everything. No, this is Unfold, where we discover, learn, and share about cryptocurrency in the market and unfolding new crypto insights so you don't have to. Yun.
Thanks, guys, and see you around.
Bye, Joe.